Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10 in your school. In this video lecture, we are starting our new chapter number 8, which is Introduction to Trigonometry. Here, it is the introduction in your class 10. When you will go in your upper classes, so you will study about the trigonometric applications more and more. And when you will go in the engineering field, so you will find that the use of trigonometry is vast. So before starting this chapter, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Now let us come on the chapter number 8, which is Introduction to Trigonometry. First of all, we need to understand that what is trigonometry. Here the word trigonometry is derived from three words, which is tri, gon, metron. These are the Greek words. Here the tri means three, here the gon means sides and metron means measure. It means that a trigonometry defines here as it is a branch of mathematics where we study the relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. Means the trigonometry helps to study the relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. We know that in a triangle we have three sides and we have the three angles. So here trigonometry defines these things, the relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. Now let us come on the another topic, which is trigonometric ratios. What is it? Here the trigonometric ratios of an acute angle in a triangle express the relationship between the angle and length of its sides. Means the trigonometric ratios of an acute angle. Here we have a triangle where we have an acute angle. So in a triangle where we have an acute angle, so by this it expresses the relationship between the angle and length of its sides. For this we consider a right angle triangle AMP. This is an acute angle. So here trigonometric ratios defines the relationship between the angle and length of its sides, which is the acute angle. So here this is the base, this is the perpendicular and this is the hypotenuse. So here we define 6 types of trigonometric ratios by using this triangle. First is the sine of angle A, which is the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. We can say in simple form by using the abbreviation sine is equal to PM upon AP. It is perpendicular and it is the hypotenuse. Second is cosine of angle A. It is the ratio of base and hypotenuse. We can say by using abbreviation cos is equal to this side, AM by AP, by using the triangle. Similarly, we have the tangent of angle A, which is the ratio of perpendicular and base. This is the perpendicular and this is the base. We can say tan is equal to PM by AM. Next one is cotangent of angle A, which is the ratio of base and perpendicular. Base and perpendicular, which is AM and PM. So we can say in short form, or we use abbreviation, which is cot A is equal to AM by PM. Fifth one is secant of angle A, which is the ratio of hypotenuse and base. We can say sec A is equal to AP by AM. Here the base is AM and this is the AP, which is the hypotenuse. Sixth one is cosecant of angle A, which is the ratio of hypotenuse and perpendicular. This is the hypotenuse and this is the perpendicular. We get AP by PM. So here it is the concept of trigonometry and trigonometry. Now let us come on the applications of trigonometry in real life. Here there are some fields where trigonometry is used, and there are lots of examples we have. There are some examples is there. First of all, the trigonometric applications is used to find the height and distance of a building or a mountain. You will study about the height and distance problem in your 10th class also in chapter number 9, and you will find that how to find. It is also used in criminology. It means that when there is a sudden accident or there is a collision of car with a bus or with a truck. So here the criminologist or forensic science expert use the trigonometric applications to find the cause of it. It is also used in marine biology. You know about it. Marine biology means the study of life under the sea. So the marine biologists use the trigonometric applications to find the cause, like that the depth of sunlight that affects the algae to photosynthesis. We know that about the blue-green algae, which generates its food by using the process of photosynthesis. Similarly, it is also used in sound and light waves applications, and also the trigonometry is also used in satellite system. And there are other examples like in aviation's sector, the trigonometric application it is also used. So there are the some examples which helps to understand that how we use the trigonometry in real life. Now let us start our exercise 8.1. In triangle ABC, right angle at B, AB equal to 24 centimeter, BC equal to 7 centimeter. We have to determine sin A, cos A first part, and in the second part we have to determine sin C and cos C. First of all, we draw a triangle ABC, ABC. Here angle B is 90 degree, which is given in the question. AB is given, which is 24 centimeter, and BC is given, which is 7 centimeter. So we can find AC by using Pythagoras theorem. So by using Pythagoras theorem, here hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So we get 24 centimeter square plus 7 centimeter square. So is equal to, we get 576 centimeter square plus 49 centimeter square, which we get 625 centimeter square. So finally we get the value of AC is 25 centimeter. Now let us come to find sine of angle A. Here sine of angle A, it is a ratio of perpendicular and base, which is BC upon AC, which is 7 upon 25. Similarly, cosine of angle A, which is cos A, it is a ratio of base and hypotenuse, which is AB upon AC, which is equal to 24 upon 25. Now we have to find sin C, cos C. For this, we draw our triangle according to as we find here sin C and cos C. So it is here B and it is A. So here AB is 24 centimeter, BC is 7 centimeter, and AC is 25 centimeter. So here sin C is equal to AB upon AC, which is 24 upon 25. Similarly, for cos C, which is cosine of angle C, it is BC upon AC, which is 7 upon 25 here, which is the required answer. Question number 2 of exercise 8.1. In figure, here the figure is given and we have to find that tangent of angle P minus cotangent of angle R, or we can say tan P minus cot R. So first of all, let us come on the solution and we try to find these. Now in right angle triangle PQR, first we find the QR. So by Pythagoras theorem we know that PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square, or we can say QR square is equal to PR square minus PQ whole square. So we get QR whole square is equal to 13 centimeter whole square minus 12 centimeter whole square. We get QR square is equal to 169 centimeter square minus 144 centimeter square. We get 25 centimeter square, and on taking square root we get 5 centimeter. So this is 5 centimeter. So as we have to find the tan P, so we can draw a triangle for this. This is Q, this is P, and this is R. So it is 13 it is 5 and it is 12. So we get the value of is 5 by 12 because it is the ratio of perpendicular and base. Similarly, we have to find cot R, cotangent of angle R. So we can find this by it is the ratio of base and perpendicular. So we get 5 upon 12 as we have to find tan B minus cot R. So we on putting all the values we get 5 by 12 minus 5 by 12 and finally we get 0, which is the required. On question number 4. Given 15 times of cot A is equal to 8, find sin A and sec A. So as given that 15 times of cot A is equal to 8, so we get cot A is equal to 8 by 15. So here as this trigonometric ratio it is cotangent, so we know that it will be the base, it will be the perpendicular. So we can draw a right angle triangle for this. So here angle A is an acute angle, so this will be the angle B and this is the angle C. So this will be the 8 and this will be the 15. We have to find the hypotenuse. So by using the Pythagoras theorem we know that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So here we get AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square. So on solving this we get AB square equal to 15 whole square plus 8 whole square. We get 225 plus 64, which is 289. So here AB whole square, AB whole square. So on taking square root we get 70. So here as we have got the value of hypotenuse which is 17, so we have to find sin A and sec A. To find sin A and sec A, so the sin A, which is the ratio of the perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so this is P upon H, which is equal to BC upon AB. So we get sin A is equal to 15 upon 17. Similarly for sec A, it is also equal to the hypotenuse upon base, which is equal to AB upon AC. So we get the sec A is equal to 17 upon 8. Let us come on question number 6. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A equal to cos B, then we have to show that angle A equal to angle B. In the question we have given that angle A and angle B both are acute angles and cos A equal to cos B. So we have to show this. So first of all we write in the given angle A and angle B are acute angles, and we have given that cos A equal to cos B. We have to prove angle A equal to angle B. Now let us come on the proof. First of all we draw a triangle which is a right angle triangle, as angle A and angle B will be acute angles, so it means angle C will be of 90 degrees. So it is a right angle triangle ACB. So first of all we find the ratio like trigonometric ratios cos A and cos B by figure. For this, in right angle triangle ABC, the cos A is equal to base upon hypotenuse, so it is the base when we look at the angle A. So cos A is equal to AC upon AB. We consider it as the first equation. Similarly, again we look in the right angle triangle, and if we look at the angle B, which is acute angle, so our cos B will be equal to BC upon AB from the figure. We consider it as a second equation. as cos A is equal to cos B, it is given. So using first and second in this equation, so we get AC upon AB equal to BC upon AB. Finally, we get AC is equal to BC. So we know angles opposite to equal opposite sides are equal in a triangle. So by this we can say angle A equal to angle B, hence verified. Now let us come on question number 7. If cot theta equal to 7 by 8, we have to evaluate in first part 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. In second part we have to calculate cot square theta. First of all, we have given that cot theta is equal to 7 by 8. We know that the cotangent of angle theta, which is the ratio of base upon perpendicular. For this we draw a triangle here, so we can consider it as angle BAC. So as here it is angle theta, angle B is 90 degree. So here it is given that, so our perpendicular is 8, this is 7. We have to calculate this AC by Pythagoras theorem. We can calculate because it is the hypotenuse. So we write AC square is equal to 8 square plus 7 square, which is perpendicular square plus base square. So it is 64 plus 49. We get 113 centimeter square here. So we get 113 centimeter square. So AC is equal to under root 113 centimeter. We get this. As we have to calculate in first part that 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. First of all, we can calculate sin theta. As sin of angle theta, it is the ratio of the perpendicular and hypotenuse. So we can write as P upon H, which is equal to 8 upon 100 under root 113. Similarly for cos theta, which is the ratio of base and hypotenuse. So we write as base upon hypotenuse, which is equal to 7 upon under root 13. On putting all the values in this here, so we get 1 plus 7 upon 8 by under root 13, 1 minus 8 by under root 13 upon 1 plus 7 by under root 13, 1 minus 7 by under root 13. Here on solving we get, it is the form of a plus b, a minus b, it is equal to a square minus b square. So we can write as 1 square minus 8 upon under root 13 whole square. Similarly for 1 minus 7 by under root 113 whole square. On solving we get 1 minus 64 upon 113. Similarly for this we get 1 minus 49 upon 113. On taking LCM, and we get finally 13 by 49 minus, it is 113 minus 49 upon 113. Finally on solving we get, here it is here 113, 64, it is 9, here 10, so we get 49. So we get 49 upon 113 upon 64 upon 113. Finally we get 49 upon 64, which is the required answer for this. In second part we have to calculate cot square theta. We can write this cot theta whole square. So we put the value of cot theta, which is 7 by 8 whole square, we get 49 upon 64. which is the required. I hope you have understood the concept of trigonometric ratios in this video lecture, how to find the trigonometric ratios by using the right angle triangle. Here some practice question is for you, and please do remaining question of exercise 8.1. If you feel any problem, you can write in the comment box of my YouTube channel. Please follow the Webex classes for your problems. Please take care of yourself and of your family members.